Hi everyone, happy Monday. My voice is a little low because I'm outside and I have no idea who's at home where I am right now. But I wanted, so I'm currently in an Airbnb in Cyprus, and it's like I'm in the middle of the flight zone. So every day, planes leave over my balcony and they arrive there as well. And it's a national holiday today. And I haven't heard a single plane yet. So I thought, let's just take the risk, see if I can actually shoot a video outside. I know it looks kind of gray out there, so I think if I just, so this is really the sky. It just looks a little gray because of the backlight. Um, so yeah, so this is my, like, I'm here currently. I'm going to be here for another 2 weeks, which is when I'll move into my own place, which is very exciting. Okay, so today I wanted to. So there is a road here, so I just see a car there. So there might be a little interference with cars, but let's see. They take the road. They take this road if the village center is closed off, and because it's a national holiday, it might just be. So let's see how busy it's going to be. I'm just gonna wing it. I just wanted to do one video outside because I have such a lovely view here. There's one. Okay, so this morning I am gonna get to topic, but this morning I drew all the winners for the giveaway, which is fun. I emailed everyone, so if you haven't received an email, very sorry, but do note that this was my company's birthday, and the 22nd of June will be my own birthday, and I do have something in store for that day as well, because there's just something about giving stuff away when it is your birthday. It just really makes me excited. So I will be doing something on my birthday as well. So 22nd of June coming up. I'll be turning 33, so I'll do something crazy with that probably. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is the question whether you're taking yourself seriously. And for the past few months, we've been talking about self-care, like. And also, I talked a few times about how can other people help you like, get to where you want to be, fulfill your dreams. And I just wanted to say a little something about the whole taking yourself seriously thing, because it's one of those things where it's very easy to, how do I say that? It's very easy, and I've seen this happening in the indie community. This is, of course, a community I know best. I see this happen quite a lot. Is that when people take their writing, when they start to take their blah, when they start taking their writing seriously, they go overboard. So first of all, of course, it is important to take yourself and your writing, or whatever creativity you have, whatever. I know not all of us only write. Some of us write and we knit and we quilt and we draw and we paint, because it feeds us in different ways. So when I say writing, keep in mind that whatever feeds your soul, whenever you are ready to take that seriously, know why it is important to take that seriously is because it is often not until we take something seriously that we make time for it, that we are ready to prioritize it, that we are willing to tell others, no, I cannot do this because I'm doing this thing. We need to understand that this is something we really want to do before we put it on our schedules. And even then, like, even if we commit it, like, even if we write it down in our schedules, how often does it happen that something else comes up where you're like, you know what, in order to be a good spouse, partner, mother, father, sibling, child, parent, whatever, you have to, just a parent double, you have to sort of give that up, because that's part of what you do, and it's other people are more important than the things that you are trying to do. So this is why it's important to take yourself seriously, because otherwise you will never get to prioritizing whatever it is that feeds your soul. And of course, it feeds your soul, so it's important. But so this is where my warning comes in. What I often see is that when people take themselves seriously, they when they start treating writing, or, like I said, whatever creative endeavor they're on, as more of a job, the tricky thing there is that we haven't been raised thinking that work should be fun. Like most of us will have been raised thinking work is what you do to feed your family, to pay your rent, to be able to sell the car, to be able to do something fun once you're done working. We're not supposed to like our jobs, are we? But we are. And one of the things that I see going wrong is that people love writing, and that is why they want to take it seriously, because they want to do more of it. But the moment they start seeing it as their job, they get the feeling now it needs to be hard. So now it needs to be a struggle. Now I need to suffer. Now it needs to become something that I sacrifice other things for. And I think that is a shame. And I think that's going overboard with that, because that is really not. Oh, Barbara, hi. Yes, I'm so like I hope you had a good weekend. But yeah, getting your priorities straight, like this is the right time to think about that. Barbara's here saying a reminder to prioritize on a Monday morning is so ideal and necessary. Thank you. Yes, because it's the start of the week, so sit with that and try to think about what is really important, and also like I said, as I was saying, when you do prioritize, don't feel the need to then take that so seriously that whatever is your priority shouldn't be fun anymore. Because I think most of us want to write because we like writing. Most of us want to create because we like creating. And although we need to take ourselves seriously, we don't want to take ourselves so seriously that we just like get rid of all the fun. Like it becomes just another job we're not ready to do. I think the whole point is, why do you want writing to be a job? So you can love your job. So it's about finding that middle way. It's about, for me, it's very much about finding middle. And I've been in that, like I got stuck in there as well. Like, okay, if I want to do this, if I want to be a full-time writer, this wasn't the time when people were still trying to convince me that I had to be a full-time writer, and that my editing business was like the day job. I needed to quit, and of course, that is not for me. I love that part. I love the coaching. I love the editing. That's another thing that feeds my soul. So I'm not giving that up anyway. But I do needed that balance between, okay, if I want to start writing novels that might make money at some point, I have to focus. So I did the same. For example, when I started co-writing with Sheena Mary, we just finished our first novella yesterday. So that was very exciting. But we started that early 2018. And in my mind, we should have had the first 6 books already done by the end of 2018. But life happened, and at one point it wasn't fun anymore, and we were struggling with the second book especially. So we were both like, okay, you know what, let's just let it go. Because we can take it seriously, we can still do it, we can still devote time to it, but not as much as we're doing now, and not so much that we are sacrificing other things, like our other project, but also just free time, socializing. It should never become just another thing you need to do in order to allow yourself to relax or have some fun. That's not why we write. We write because it's fun. We write because it feeds our soul. So don't turn it into something that's soul crushing, energy draining. And of course, sometimes it'll be hard because writing is not fun all the time. If you go through the whole thing, if you do the first draft, the second draft, the third draft, the fourth draft, how many drafts you want to do, the editing, the proofreading, getting the cover, getting your blurb, it's not all fun, but it should be fun enough for you to still see the end goal, like the finished product, and that should sort of like energize you. And if at one point you're like, this is really like, I want to quit because it's no longer fun. And I see those posts daily. People are like, if it has to be like this, like if I really have to put out a novel every month to thrive and to become like a full-time author, I don't want to do this. Well, maybe then you should have different priorities. Maybe you shouldn't try to get a book out every month. Maybe you should go with 2 books a year and see what happens. Like, who says you need to quit your day job? Try to find a balance there. Don't. It's so easy. It's so easy to get caught up in wanting the writing to become the day job. But be careful around it because it's such a different thing than a normal day job. And I think we should honor it for what it is. And that is something that is there like to make a stick. So don't ruin it for yourself. Don't I can't stress this enough. Like, don't turn it into just another day job. And who says we're not supposed to love what we do? Like, I think it's probably Confucius or something who said, if you find a job that you love, you'll never work another day in your life. And that is the thing. I think we're all scared that that's going to happen because we don't know what that's like, because we've all been raised, and not all of us, but the most people I know have been raised that you need that job, and that job is just to pay your bills. And, once it's 5 or 6, whatever kind of job you have, you have the money to then go out and do something fun. But what if your job is fun? Does that make you a bad person? Does that make, no? So I think that would be very much, and I'm struggling with the same at the moment right now, sort of allowing myself and telling people how much I love what I'm doing right now. That kind of feels like I'm from the Netherlands, so very Calvinistic. Like, don't rub it in. Don't rub it in to other people that you're having a blast doing what you do, because that's just, that's just bad taste. Why is it? Why are people telling us? Why are people telling us that we need to keep fighting to be successful, be able to do what we love? Maybe we should just, cut ourselves some slack and enjoy the day, and enjoy what we're doing. Maybe that's the mindset we really should be having, instead of this. If it's not a struggle, if it's not hard, if I don't have to sacrifice like everything for it, it's not a proper job or vocation. I think it's time that we change the discourse, change the story, and just tell each other and ourselves, wow, I really love what I'm doing. Like, my life freaking rocks. Look at where I am. I'm going to show you. I never did this before, so I hope it works. Look at where I am right now. Look at this view. I'm sorry if this rubs anyone in the wrong way, but my life kind of rocks right now. So yeah, I have no complaints. And that is the vibe I really want to give you. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. Don't be worried about that. Your life is supposed to rock. So cut yourself some slack. Take yourself seriously, but not that seriously, okay? Seriously enough to sit down behind the computer or whatever you do. Get those words down. Get that paint on the canvas, but not as seriously that you stop liking what you're doing. Okay, I'm gonna sign off now. I'm gonna soak up some more sun and get some sunscreen. Got a really nasty sunburn the other day. It was bound to happen. So I'm gonna buy myself some sunscreen and get back to work, because I have an anthology to prove. Because our next anthology, I just see Sheena Mary coming online. Hi, baby. Our next anthology is becoming available. Our anthology on transgender, non-binary, and genderqueer. It's becoming available this Sunday on Trans Visibility Day, and I have some proofing to do today, so I'll get on that. Thanks for the reminder. See you all next week. Bye bye.